Hello Army, welcome back to V2 K-pop channel. The world seemed to pause the moment the Golden Maknae returned as a skilled chef in his own kitchen. The camera slowly captured every second of the preparation, each movement deliberate and precise, as if this wasn't just ordinary cooking, but a major moment waiting to unfold. Every ingredient arranged with perfection, every confident motion of his hands, suggested that this was not a casual meal like before. There was something different today. Something hidden behind all that meticulous work. Every detail seemed to whisper that someone was coming. The house looked much tidier than usual, the decorations neatly set, an extra plate added to the table, something Jungkook never did when cooking just for himself. Fans began to wonder, who is the special guest he's waiting for? As the public searched for answers, rumors spread faster than light. The most talked about name? Taehyung. Yes, Kim Taehyung, the member who has long been paired with Jungkook in countless moments that captured the world's attention. Many began speculating that the two stars would meet again tonight, secretly, in a place shielded from media lenses, Jungkook's home. These preparations were giving signs too obvious to ignore. The world grew curious, fans' hearts raced with anticipation. If the assumption was true, this wouldn't just be a casual visit. It could ignite a whole new wave of headlines and solidify long-standing rumors that have stirred the fandom for years. And now, every eye is fixed on a single door, the entrance to Jungkook's home, waiting for a knock, possibly from someone the world has been hoping for, Taehyung. Is it true that Taehyung came to Jungkook's house? That night, the city of Seoul felt calm under a clear sky. Not much was happening on the surface, yet the crisp late autumn air brought warmth to the houses nestled along the Han River. In what seemed like an ordinary day, one home stood out, quietly becoming the center of global attention. Jungkook's home. The Golden Maknae had just appeared in a new broadcast, showing himself preparing a special dish. It was obvious he was dedicating his full attention to every detail of the meal. There was no rush, no casual improvising as he would usually do. Everything felt like an important mission. Fans watching immediately noticed something different. Jungkook set the dining table with two plates, perfectly aligned and symmetrical, as if he knew exactly who would be sitting across from him. The silence of the room intensified the mystery. Public curiosity quickly zeroed in on a single question: who is the guest? Subtle clues appeared, tiny details that only the sharp-eyed army would spot. A chair slightly pulled out on the right side, waiting for someone to take a seat. Aromatic candles lit, giving the room an atmosphere more intimate than a simple meal with staff or family. Then rumors started rushing in. Reports surfaced saying Taehyung was seen in an area not far from where Jungkook lives. This immediately shot the speculation through the roof. The two might spend the evening together privately, away from flashing cameras. Sources known among fans for reliable hints claimed that a vehicle believed to be registered under BTS's management had been spotted around Jungkook's neighborhood. This further strengthened the theory of who the expected guest could be to end the world of K-pop. The smallest clue can go viral. But when it involves two members whose chemistry has always drawn massive attention, it's a wildfire. The two once shared many public and personal moments together. But since focusing more on individual activities, chances of seeing them side by side have drastically shrunk. That's why tonight feels monumental for fans. Jungkook, tasting his dish with satisfaction, made his intention clearer. He wasn't cooking for himself. He wanted perfection, every flavor just right, for someone important. Even with no word spoken, the message was loud. The person coming meant something special to him, and the fans already had one name in mind: Taehyung. The preparations in Jungkook's home continued with precision. He placed fresh flowers in a vase, white and soft purple, a color combination that fans recognized immediately. It was the same palette often used when Taehyung and Jungkook shared significant moments in the past. To anyone who had closely followed the duo over the years, the symbolism felt too direct to be dismissed as coincidence. Even the lighting in the room suggested a deliberate choice. Dim, warm, and intimate. Far different from the bright settings Jungkook usually had when filming himself cooking for fans. He seemed to be crafting not only a meal, but an atmosphere, an occasion, a memory in the making. The camera angle shifted, revealing more subtle details. A jacket casually laid across the back of the sofa, not Jungkook's. It appeared styled differently from his typical wardrobe. Fans with sharp eyes and incredible memory began circulating screenshots from recent photos of Taehyung. One image in particular showed him wearing a jacket strikingly similar in style and fabric. This discovery drove fan investigations to a new level across social media platforms. Timelines exploded. Searches intensified. Analysts within the fandom, who had a reputation for revealing surprising truths, began mapping real-time tracking. Was Taehyung truly nearby? Was he already on his way? Inside Jungkook's home, preparations entered the final stage. The meal was plated, the cutlery perfectly aligned, the table set like a private dinner in a high-end restaurant. Jungkook wiped the edges of the dish with the neatness of a professional chef. Even the slightest imperfection was corrected. He stepped back for a moment, looking at the table, ensuring everything was perfect. His expression was calm, but his actions revealed anticipation. The kind of anticipation that only came when someone special was about to arrive. Meanwhile, outside the walls of this peaceful house, the world was anything but quiet. Rumors escalated rapidly. Multiple airport fans speculated that Taehyung had returned to Seoul earlier than officially reported. Some even claimed his schedule today had been cleared unexpectedly, without any explanation. The biggest clue came from a fan who recognized a figure, masked and bundled in a beige coat, entering a black van near a luxury cafe just 30 minutes prior. That van model was strikingly familiar, the same type often used when BTS members traveled privately. The speculation spread like wildfire. Taehyung was en route. Inside the home, Jungkook double-checked the second glass, which he filled only halfway, a habit he practiced when serving someone who preferred lighter portions. Everything had intention. Everything held meaning. He walked to the entrance hall, adjusting the shoes neatly arranged near the door. One smaller pair seemed oddly placed at the front, almost as if they had been used earlier or had been prepared for someone of similar shoe size to Taehyung. The theories became increasingly convincing. Journalists from online K-news portals quietly took notice too. Although not one dared report publicly, sources exchanged whispers in private channels. If confirmed, this reunion could spark headlines around the globe. Inside fan spaces, excitement mixed with nervousness. Many wondered whether this meeting was meant to stay private, whether it should be respected quietly. Yet the curiosity was unstoppable. After years of rare interactions, one silent dinner between the two could reignite endless narratives. Jungkook returned to the kitchen one last time, making sure the stove was off, ensuring no detail could go wrong. The atmosphere grew heavier, not from tension, but from expectation, from an event that felt inevitable. And then, something subtle changed, a vibration. Jungkook reached over to check his phone on the countertop. He glanced at the screen, and his expression shifted, not dramatically, but enough to confirm that the message he received was the one he had been waiting for. A small, calm breath escaped him. Not out of stress, but quiet excitement. Fans felt their hearts react as if they were inside that room with him. Jungkook placed his phone down with care, walked toward the table, and made one more small adjustment. A fork slightly moved into perfect alignment. He then turned toward the entrance. The camera remained still, watching him walk away, capturing every second as if time itself slowed. The neat dining space, the warm lights, the spare plate, all supported one solid narrative. The guest was close, very close. Meanwhile, reports continued to spread about Taehyung's possible route. Observers claimed to have seen a security escort shift direction toward Hanamdong, the very district where Jungkook resides. One fan posted an update saying the van switched to a smaller side street, deliberately avoiding main roads where paparazzi could lurk. It was becoming undeniable. Back inside, Jungkook paused near the door, briefly fixing his hair with a subtle sweep of his hand, gestures that spoke far louder than words. He was preparing himself for someone important, a presence that could change the stillness of the night into something unforgettable. Footsteps, though not audible in the broadcast, could almost be imagined by the viewers. Hope filling the silence, the world waited along with him. Fans held their breath. For a moment, everything seemed suspended, the calm before the arrival that everyone believed was coming. There was only one question left. How soon until that door opened?